Hey guys, Oblivion903 here once again, and this is part 3 of my Destiny playthrough. This is the second campaign mission of the game. This one is called Restoration. Just going to click select and dive right into this one. And as you noticed here, I can change the difficulty. It's currently set at normal, which recommends to be level 2, which my character currently is. I do have the option to go a little bit harder to level 3. However, just for the sake of the walkthrough, I am just going to leave it at normal for now. I might mix it up here and there, depending how I feel. But for the meantime, I'm just going to leave it at normal, just so things aren't too difficult and we just sort of get through the mission without any problems. Just going to click launch and just dive right into this mission. Now I'm just going to leave you with the open commentary for the start of the mission. It's just sort of just a little cutscene.
There's so little left out here. We were lucky to even find this ship. A Guardian can't do much to protect the city with that one. But it needs a warp drive if we ever hope to fight beyond Earth. And that Cosmodrome is the only place I know where we might still find one. We survived the Fallen once. We can do it again. A Guardian ship was
Right, so here we are, just at the start of the mission now.
If the Fallen haven't gotten to it, there might be parts we can salvage.
Right there, as you can see, I got the first objective to recon the crash site. So just going to head on over there, just going to press that just to get rid of that. Basically, it just wants us to go over here to this crash ship. There's a couple of enemies here, so just quickly take these guys out. Now, like the first mission of the game, this one was also in the beta. I believe it was actually the second level of the game as well. So, although I have played this level once before, I am more than happy to do it again. I gotta say the beta was actually pretty good. Didn't run into any problems. I'm hoping that maybe the game is a bit more polished. Not that it was anything wrong with it before, but maybe things such as like leveling of the characters is a bit more evened out, and hopefully things just a bit smoother. But like I said, it was all good at the time. Those videos are also on my channel as well as these ones. So you can also check them out if you want to sort of see any comparisons. But anyway, just letting Ghost do its thing at the minute. And now we've got to access the tunnel. So just going to head on down here. Just towards this next waypoint. And there's a few enemies over here. Just quickly take these guys out. Probably not essential as they weren't really paying much attention to me, but any XP is XP and it will help us level up that little bit quicker. So on another note about playing these levels once before, I did mention that I've already done this level and I'm more than happy to do it again as it was great. And hopefully if things go well with this series, I am planning on doing a playthrough of the other two classes of the game as well. So hopefully that should be good. As I've said already, really enjoying this game so far, and I can't wait to get even further into it, especially into some new levels that I haven't explored yet. But I think that's all the enemies taken care of now, so just going to head down these stairs and into the tunnel. Right, some more enemies here. Just going to throw a quick grenade. Taking care of them. There's a shank here, but they're not too difficult at all to take care of.
A map of the entire area.
Right, just going to deploy Ghost again. And just let him do his thing. Shouldn't take too long. And while I was just doing that, I'm just going to have a quick look around at any sort of possible loot or anything that I might miss in the area.
Our only hope is where we found our ship. We have to go back.
Doesn't look like it. But I've got another objective now to find a warp drive. But first things first, just going to have a look here. It was just in case there's any loot, but I think that might be an area that we explore a little bit later on. So I'm just going to head back now and continue towards the next waypoint. I believe we have to go out of this tunnel. Just quickly take care of that guy. Right, there's a few more enemies over there. I don't know if they've spotted me yet. But I'll proceed to take these out anyway. Is that the all taken? No, there's one more guy there. Thought there was. But that should be all of them taken care of. Now I'm just going to pick up any ammo and bits and pieces that they may have dropped. Right, just going to head into this building and just going to sort of make my way through it. Some loot here, just pick this up and see what it is. Right, got a new item, gate watch.
Scanning for the
And a few more bits and pieces, so that would do just nicely.
It's already in fallen hands.
Is that another player?
Hope you're ready for this.
I'm assuming it might be. Right, we entered the darkness zone. Did come across these in the beta. Basically, in the darkness zone, as it said at the bottom, if you die during this, you can't just respawn. You have to start this whole area again. And these areas can be pretty long. It does vary. But basically, it is quite a challenging area. So basically, just going to have to use as much skill as I've got. And a technique that I like to use during the beta is pretty much just like a divide and conquer sort of strategy. Just stay back, take cover, and just take them out one at a time. Rather than firing into a group and taking a bit of health off numerous enemies, it's better to take them down one at a time. Because if you take a bit of health off each enemy, you've still got the whole group to take care of. And obviously your whole group of enemies can do a lot of damage really quickly. So if you just sort of take things slow, and pick them off one at a time, it sort of leaves less enemies to do damage to you. And in turn should stop you dying as fast. Now, as you saw, the boss of this little section, the harder enemy has just racked up. So I'm just sort of staying back from him, and just going to take care of these smaller enemies. Like I said, basically just using a divide and conquer style strategy. Right, I think that might be all of the standard enemies taken care of. So hopefully now I should be able to focus on this guy. I've not got any grenades left. Don't think I do. Right, so as you can see, the fact that there is less enemies, it's a lot easier to focus on him. Although more have just respawned. So I'm going to hang back, let my health regenerate, and then start taking care of them. Right, starting to get a bit low on the ammo for this gun. Just going to sort of have a quick run around, just see if I pick up anything. It doesn't actually look like it. Looks like I'm getting pretty low on ammo. I'm just going to head back over here. Just get out of the way of this firing line. Just throw a grenade there. Hope that should do some damage. So I'm pretty much down to my shotgun now, which isn't good, as I'm going to have to basically be right in the firing line of him. Which might not go too well. I've got to take this nice and slow and just really utilise this cover. Right, there we go, managed to take care of him. It wasn't too bad actually. But then I'm just going to pick up all this stuff that he's dropped. Now I've got the next objective there to eliminate the Fallen. So, still going to utilise the same strategy as we're still in the darkness zone, I believe. Yeah, basically just take these guys out one at a time. I think he may... No, where's he gone? There we go, sneaky little thing. Yeah, taking care of him. Just double check that's the last of them. It looks like it is. The mission's ended. I'm level 3. So, that's pretty good. Just got to wait 23 seconds now just so we can be deployed out the mission. Got another upgrade. I'm just going to use this time to see if there's any loot kicking about. Any more bits and pieces that I can gather before the end of the mission. I imagine there'll be a few bits and pieces about here. But unfortunately nothing that I came across. So not to worry, the mission is over. It's going to go back now. So right, I managed to Unlock the lift upgrade as well as make progression on another one. Got a reward there, the Scout Mail Type 2, some chest armour, which looks about on par to the one that I've got. However, I probably will just equip that anyway. So right, just going to click continue and just move on with the end of this mission.
There was a time when we were much more powerful. But that was long ago. Until it wakes and finds its voice, I am the one who speaks for the traveler. You must have no end of questions, Guardian. In its dying breath, the traveler created the ghosts to seek out those who can wield its light as a weapon. Guardians to protect us and do what the traveler itself no longer can.
What happened to it?
I could tell you of the great battle centuries ago. How the traveler was crippled. I could tell you of the power of the darkness, its ancient enemy. There are many tales told throughout the city to frighten children. Lately, those tales have stopped. Now, the children are frightened anyway. The darkness is coming back. We will not survive it this time.
Its armies surround us. The Fallen are just the beginning.
What can I do?
You must push back the darkness. Guardians are fighting on Earth and beyond. Join them. Your ghost will guide you. I only hope he chose wisely.
I did. I'm sure of it. We're in this together now.
Right, so that is the end of the mission now. Nice little cutscene there. One that sort of starts to set the scene a little bit more for the story, and just lets you know a little bit more what's going on. So just before I finish this video, I'm just going to quickly have a look at the upgrades. Just see what I picked up while on my missions. I have got a new shotgun, which I'm going to equip. And that's how we equip the emblem. As you might remember, I got the Sign of the Elders emblem in a previous video. That was for taking part in the beta. So I'm just going to equip that now just to sort of show that I was in the beta. But not that it's really important, it doesn't really do much. But anyway, I've got a few new gauntlets. I'm going to probably equip this one. And I'm going to equip that. And let's have a look. I think that's about it in terms of my upgrades. It's boosted my stats a little bit. Took my defense to 69. But on that note, that is going to conclude this video. Although saying that, it's not because I'm just going to do this upgrade first. Right, there we go. I've just done the lift upgrade. And now this is going to conclude the video. Sorry about that preemptiveness there. That's going to conclude part 3. In the next video, I'm going to be starting another mission of the game. I'm going to be going with the Dark Within, because that's a level 3 mission which I'm currently on. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this video. And I've got to say, I've really enjoyed the game so far, and I can't wait to get even further into it. I know it's only early days, but I really can't wait. So until part 4, guys, bye for now.